I want to tell you a story of this crazy heifer right here. December 28th, 2019. I was trapping beavers. Andrea and the kids were at home, and Andrea and Lane went out to check cows. They found this heifer right here. She had tried to calve all night, had trouble. The calf was stuck. So they ended up pulling this calf. With it being stuck for so long, she had gotten down either a pinched nerve or something like that where she couldn't get up. We worked with her and worked with her, trying to get her up. Couldn't get her up, so we ended up covering her up with some hay because it was January, it was cold out. She was wet and shivering. It was a long process. We'd try to get her up, she just couldn't do it. Worked with her and worked with her. We ended up giving her some Power Punch. It's got molasses and vitamins and things like that in it. We'd have to force it in her. Just trying to hope that it will give her some energy. We would have to feed her for days and days, working with her and just making sure she had food and water. We ended up making like a homemade lifting device to try to get her on to lift her up to get some circulation back in her feet. Every time we would do that, she would try to crawl and move off. It was a long process. We would keep working, trying to get it underneath her. Every time we did, she would try to get up. We finally got her on there, lifted her with the tractor, just trying to get some circulation in her feet. And then 11 days later, we took the tractor out there. We're gonna lift her up and set her on the bed of this trailer and take her home because we had a big rainstorm coming. We didn't want her just to sit outside and get soaking wet again, and that would probably just kind of set her back some more, getting that cold and wet. And when we went to lift her with the tractor, look what happened. She got up all on her own. I couldn't stand for the whole time and fell over, as you can see. She got up on her own, and yes, you can hear the excitement in Andrea's voice. We were all so pumped. We could not believe this. After 11 days of her being down, she actually stood up. She just did not have the energy to stand on her own. We would have to stand there and hold her and keep her balanced because her legs didn't want to work properly. But this was truly a miracle. So we ended up getting her back to the house in a cattle trailer. We laid her in there. We got her back to the house, put her in a barn, and worked with her day in and day out, just trying to get her legs working again. At this point, I cannot remember how many days it had been since she had tried to calve, but working with her day in and day out, we finally got her to where she could get up all on her own. We left her in the barn for several days working with her. And then one day we just released her, turned her out with the rest of the cows, and oh my, was that a moment that we wouldn't forget. She roared around the field, felt so good. And throughout this process, we would go in the stall and work with her and milk her just to relieve some of the milk pressure off of her. But her being a milking cow, we wanted to work with her and get her used to coming in the milking stall. And because she didn't have a calf, we was gonna have to milk her twice a day. And then all of a sudden tragedy hit with another cow. We had a cow that got struck by lightning. So what did we do? That cow had a new calf. We brought that calf back to the house, and Miracle become a foster mom. It did not take long for that calf to learn that this is gonna be my new mom. Now let's get to the point of this video. Let's fast forward to today, and this is Miracle.
Hey girl, are you getting close? You getting close to having a baby? Yes, you are. All right, we just was visiting with Nathan and Jill from Whispering Willow. They just left and I come out here to check on her. What do you got there, girl? Oh my God. Oh. You're so good, Mama. I just called Andrea. She's coming over here with the truck. Okay. It's okay. Oh, you look like your grandma. So let's see what you are. Oh, it's a little girl. It's a girl. It looks like Josie.
That's cute. So I can't end this video without sharing a few of my thoughts with you guys. If you've been following our channel for a while, you know that Miracle and I have spent many hours together training her to be milked by hand and just loving on her in general, because she was, that's why Ben said at the beginning, she was a crazy heifer. When she was little and young, she was one of the wildest ones we've ever had. So to be able to mess with her when she was down and love on her and take care of her, just, it changed her. And it was like, these people are out to help me, they're not out to hurt me. And she just accepted us, and her and I just have a bond like no animal I've ever had a bond with. And so we've just been anticipating this time for a long time with anxiousness, really, hoping that it was going to go good for her, hoping that we didn't have another tragedy on our hands. Because if you know, just last week we had we call her the red and white heifer. She lost her calf, same type deal that happened to Miracle, and so it just brought it all back, and thinking, oh, I hope this works out for Miracle this time. So I hope that you understand this story. From the time that her calf passed away and we had to pull it and she was down on the ground back in the field for 11 days before we ever got her up to the barn. We contacted our vet during that time. Fellow farmers came over and helped us. We administered IVs. Everything you can think of to do for a cow that's down, we did. We tried every medication you can try. We tried it all kinds of procedures to get her up and everything, and just nothing worked until the day she stood on her own. And that is where her name came from. That is why she's called Miracle. And she's truly a miracle to us. A lot of you guys, we got hundreds of emails and comments of people saying, I've never cried over a cow before, but that moment when she stood up touched me. It gave me hope that, you know, things that can't be explained can still happen, and miracles can still happen. We even made a t-shirt that said miracles still happen at VW Family Farm. And it was just truly one of those things that we'll never forget. So with that being said, I wanted to introduce you to her daughter, which is, with her being a female and a heifer, she will have a place here on our farm. She'll be future milking stock, and we're just really excited to have her here. And what better name to name her than Hope? Just remember that on your darkest days, the most trying times in life, when you feel like you're down and you can't get up, or no matter what it is, what kind of battle you're in, just remember there's always hope. And when she was born, I told Ben right away, I said, there's no doubt I want to name it Hope. It just came to me, and I thought, what more fitting name that after tragedy and heartache, there's still hope. There's hope for the future. There's hope for a brighter tomorrow. I just pray that it encourages some of you that need some hope, because don't we all need some hope these days? Just go out and take this with you and use it to inspire love for others, because what else is there? We got to take care of each other and love each other, because everyone needs some hope. Everyone needs a brighter day to look forward to. If you haven't watched Miracle's complete story, I would encourage you to go back and do that. It's amazing. It's an amazing story. She has her own playlist. I call her my famous cow. She's the one that most people know if they've been around our channel very long. But I encourage you, go check out her playlist and then let it lead you up to this miraculous, hopeful thing that has happened now. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for loving us. Thanks for taking this journey with us and being invested in us and our life and our family. We appreciate you guys for that so much. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and God bless. I don't know how well y'all can see, but I don't want to get right up there by Bruce. But you can see Miracle up there. Do you see Josie beside her? That's Miracle's mama. So that would be this baby's grandma. How much does that baby look like her grandma? Josie's gonna give you a good picture. So awesome. And then there's Josie's new daughter. Sweet babies.